Hello, Queen. Hello, ladies. So I was going not to do much recording because I did a lot yesterday. But this recording brought even more attention. So I decided, okay, let's go with this. So today I want to talk about how balancing masculine and feminine energy impact or imbalance of that two energies has an impact on our finances. Balance and no balance, both of that have impact, how it is linked to our lack of money, scarcity, all sorts of issues around money. Okay, how that imbalance is linked to that, and how balance brings us something new, feeling of abundance, feeling of flow, and feeling of wealth and enough. Okay, so again, I'm going to use balloon and the weight. I hope that you're going to like the drawing. Just to let you know, by professional architects, I've got many years of drawing on my back. I did a lot. So, and I believe there's nothing better than drawing to explain. So I'm going to be using whiteboard again. And I've got here and here. Okay, ladies. So, whoa, the balloon's going to be wobbly. Now let me go back. No, not this one. Go back. Okay. So I'm gonna create from shapes. Let's do this. So let's do beautiful balloon. Like this. And that's our feminine. So we know it stands for, not for stands for editor, stands for energy. Okay. And I'm going to do that, something like this. Can it move? Sorry, ladies, I'm learning a bit that program. Oh, there you go. Beautiful. And so that's our balloon. And let's see, that's our triangle. And do it like this. It's the weight, which I explained on another video. If you want more explanation, please go back to that video. Okay, beautiful. So that's representing our masculine energy. Apologies for these noises. Again, I did not switch off my Facebook. Masculine energy. Okay. Now, and some line. Okay, because they always come together. Okay. And man, woman, we both have it, masculine and feminine. Okay. And why trusting? Why it's so important is this balance. Okay, this balance between masculine and feminine is about trusting. So what happened quite often in ourselves, like when we're not trusting, not trusting masculine energy, which represents money, doing, structure, all of that. So let's actually write this down. So here we're going to have money, doing, structure. Okay. A little bit higher. Okay, yeah. So that's our money and structure. So if we don't trust, and I will explain why we don't trust as a collective, women as a collective, because we have more feminine energy, or we don't trust that energy. Okay, and I will explain in a second, so bear with me. I want to say like this, something very controversial, is this is not balanced. We are not trusting masculine energy. We're not trusting money. We're not trusting doing. We don't trusting structure. So if we don't trust, we're not attracting. We're actually refusing, resisting. And what's the impact of that? Impact of that is that cannot grow. Okay. And that cannot grow. Simple. So because our feminine energy, which represent that energy, that manifestation, cannot grow because we would flow away because the weight is not strong. So we have to compensate somehow. So we're not imagining, or we're sometimes sabotaging this to grow, money to grow, because we don't trust feminine energy. And I give you example. Okay. For example, something happened for you in your childhood, like happened to me when, men use force towards me. Okay. So in that moment, I'm not trusting my feminine energy. I don't trust myself as a woman. I don't feel like I'm strong enough. More, I am also in denial about masculine energy. Masculine energy now is dangerous. Masculine energy will overpower me. Masculine energy is going to hurt me. Did you get that? And it happened over the century for thousands of women, rapes, abuse, money controlling. We've been controlled. Guys, even I'm telling you, I've got pain in my hair, okay? Because I was controlled that way. I felt controlled by money. And I was refusing and I was resisting. Okay? If you resist, it persists. So when I was resisting masculine energy, I was resisting money. So if I was resisting money and I was in that, like, that was persisting. So lack, I was resisting money as a power. Okay, I was resisting as a power because I don't want to be overpowered. So if I'm resisting being overpowered or acknowledge power of money, and I can be with that power because I trust my feminine energy, because I trust as a woman, I trust my feminine light, my floating energy, my beauty, my creativity, and I trust money, but I didn't. I couldn't trust that masculine energy. So what did happen to me? Like money was controlling. How the money controls you? Lack of money controls you. Not abundance of money. Lack of money controls you because now you cannot do the shopping, you cannot travel where you want. On basic now, we're in a world where we're going to have basics, we're going to have roof, maybe some countries not. And we will be resisting more because now I want my freedom. Okay, for me, freedom is traveling. For me, freedom is doing shopping wherever I want. But there you go. If I don't trust this, my creativity, my freedom, or my way of being, I don't trust, then I cannot allow even that to grow. I cannot even allow this to grow, ladies, because if it grows, look at this. Look how I'm controlled now. Self-love, look, I explained, this is our self-love. It's so tight, and we cannot move. Look, women even, you know, do this at some point. A lot of women just navigate when they don't actually, you know, they don't trust. There is feminine energy, a feminine energy shrink, they pumping up in masculine energy, which is also like shrinking. Or maybe they're not powering, they're just shrinking that. They need to somewhere level up. Even if they allowing to be artistic, you know, they may still controlling that. So what I'm saying happen over and over when I'm talking to ladies and they say like, oh, you know, I don't trust my man, and suddenly pops out that they don't have money for the stuff they would love to do in their life. There you go. Yes. If you don't trust your man, you don't trust that masculine energy, which he's representative, then obviously it's within you. Okay. And that's where the conversation is. You struggle. You struggle with your flow. You struggle trusting. Like, you know, we need to trust that masculine as well, because once we're trusting, we can pump up this energy. We can be bigger and bigger balloon, and we can allow the string to be longer and longer. You know, we can go up and build and build and build and build, you know. We're growing now, whichever direction we want to, you know. I cannot go up, but it's like literally, you know, we can go up, we can blow the helium, whatever we want. Can you see that? It's so simple. And now you're going to ask me how we can trust our oh, that should be higher. Somehow I cannot move up. How, Edita, now we trust masculine energy? By balancing. Okay, Edita, what means balancing? Balancing means looking constantly. What happened? When did I lose trust in my man? What happened when I was 2 years old? What happened when I was 4 years old? Guys, look at that previous video where I'm explaining my program. Like, I'll call it a love story. Okay? No trust. Okay? In me, my mom never trusted my dad. She couldn't. She couldn't trust that he's going to deliver. He was, you know, ambitious. She would be stopping him constantly because in her head, she would be overpowered. Why she would feel that way? Because my granddad was an alcoholic and he was promising never delivered. So my grandmother was not trusting him. And that's how we're inheriting. That's what I'm saying. Like, we born in that conversation, in that environment where women from generation to generation, they didn't trust men, which, you know, is like representative. Let's say he's got masculine energy, but that masculine is also in us. So it's about looking at every single that example and reprogramming. Girls, once you notice that moment when you lose that trust, it's 80% work done. So that is why it's like healing, self-love, and constantly balancing to be that floating balloon, to be that energy which travel, do what you want to do. I know, investing in self-development, spirituality, be with the girlfriends. So again, be with the girlfriends, having fun, you know, that's our feminine energy. But to that to happen, It's trusting this and trusting this. And that's how balancing that much has to do with money issues. Okay. Now, how does show up as well on the ladies I'm talking to? They quite often, men would be controlling them with money. So, for example, men would be earning more. So she also, like, maybe she stopped resisting domination, or maybe she's still resisting in a silence, and that's why it persists. So he controls her with the money. And how she controls herself with the money she's not earning, it's also controlling. He's earning, not giving, but she's also not earning, so not giving herself. I hope it makes sense. Please make a comment. How would that show up for you? Because I really want to be in conversation with you. You know, I cannot talk about what I know, my knowledge, if you are not my audience. You know, you're part of my team. You know, if you join courses, programs, if you don't, you can still be in a conversation, because I want you to get the value, because that's going to have impact who you are as a queen. If you struggle with that money, how you can run your queendom? You can't. You are like shrinking here, so shrinking, because, you know, you're afraid you're going to fly off. So you're shrinking constantly and going down. Doesn't work. We don't want you to shrink. And that has also impact on your relationship. Of course it does impact, because, for example, how my mom would be controlling, she would be like showing my dad that she's earning more money. And at the same time, not believing him, that's the trust. Not believing him, he can earn more. Because if he would believe more, she may be dependent more. And she didn't want that. She couldn't allow depend, because she would be repeating her mom's story. So she decided to earn more. And that's how she was controlling. But listen, that's what she was controlling her this. Keeping inside this, and doesn't mean that allowed her this one to grow, by the way. Because she was so into controlling is that masculine energy. She was so into controlling that she would expand a little bit this, just in herself, not allowing my dad, and she would expand a little bit this. She would expand a little bit this, a little bit money. So she allowed only that much. Did you get that? So that was I've got a lot of kittens now and cats, so I hope it doesn't disturb you. I really like a lot of cats here. So this is not allowed. This is not freedom again. So she was allowed, but I believe if she would trust her feminine energy, she had jobs offered, like powerful jobs. If she trusts that one, okay, and trust that one that she received, for example, if there would be some job transition, something she can receive from that, or that can support her, she would like grow and grow and grow. So that's what I'm saying. It's like this balancing is very important for us. And now we're waking up, ladies, now we're waking up. So not be able to create our life will be painful. And creation is like creation for us is like giving birth. It's like our mission to create, give a birth to something new, to businesses, to ideas. But how are we supposed to do that if we, create businesses, create business if you don't trust money? I create business when I was like in balance with masculine energy. My business partner, I was resisting because I've got the experience. He's manipulating me, and taking advantage, abusing. And I couldn't even speak up because I was like pretending I'm okay, because I didn't see that was off balance. I didn't see, and that's very perfect. Today I had an amazing conversation with the girl, and she was like, I want to do it now, Edita. I want to be in your program now, because she's saying like, I feel urge now. So it's time now. Yes, we've got urge now, because energies collectively now going up. Okay, so try imagine thousands of arrows going up and lifting up this balloon, giving us the power to move and flow. But this is too short. This is too short. This is now tension here. Tension which show up, like I've been telling you, I've got one recording recently, I told you, the tension showing literally as a pain. For me, I was releasing female traumas, and I literally, like my ovaries, all my chakras, I felt like I'm giving birth. It was not like menstruation pain. That was something extremely bigger. I had like hip pain. So that's literally for us will be, is painful. So, you know, releasing, see that trauma, releasing trauma from our mind, our body, and our soul. Now it's not something what maybe one day is like now. Okay, saying that, I want to say thank you. And I'm going to sending this video to all those ladies who were asking me what you mean by trusting. Trusting is something opposite to controlling. Okay. And yes, it's had impact on our finances. And I've got many, many other examples, which obviously I'm sharing more. I'm going to share more with you, more on my program, because for every individual is showing up a little bit different. For me, show up in many areas, like I'll start giving my money on my husband account. Actually, that was merge account, but he was controlling that. I was giving like this and saying I'm not earning, which actually that was from properties, which I sourced, I purchased these properties, but I was not owning that. And that's another story where women in the past, like, you know, had to give away all the wealth to men. That's one example. Second example was like, you know, what was on that, we start even going more in transition, which was like 2 accounts. You would hold one and suddenly what man is earning is not woman anymore, because it goes on his name, on his account, and there's his name on that account, and he's controlling more. And now woman giving on his account. Can you see? And that was also something I couldn't see. I couldn't see that, I couldn't see that, I couldn't see. When I've noticed that that's where I'm trapped in that conversation, magic happens. I start receiving money, you know, noticing money receiving from different ones. You're noticing, then you're acknowledging. So that's about, again, gratitude. Ladies, we're talking about gratitude. How you can acknowledge and be grateful for something what you don't see. Tell me. You can't acknowledge something you can see. So again, to acknowledge, to have more and more and more, first is to heal, first is to balance, first is like unplug all those, call it old programs, limiting beliefs, all of that. And that's everything possible once you are in that balance, feminine, masculine, in that relationship. Relationship is all about balance. You may ask, Edita, you talk about balance, you know, what it has to do with relationship? Everything. Balance in relationship is balance, feminine, masculine energy. Full stop. New relationship means balance energy with yourself first. And then you balance with your partner, creating new partner with the same partner you are at the moment, just different level, different vibrations. Now I'm saying goodbye because it's a long video now. So thank you very much. And